welcome back. So welcome to another Mounjaro update video. So today I'm talking about, I can't even remember what month I'm on anymore. But we're about to go into August. I'm currently on the 7.5. I'm pretty sure probably most people that are watching the video have probably watched my other videos. But yeah, if you remember from last month that I was on a 10mg, however, I felt that that was a little bit strong dosage wise at the time, as I'll explain. Also quickly, just if you could let me know if you would prefer like me to keep it at a monthly update, because I could do update every 2 weeks, which I think would be more, because I always feel like when I do these videos I have like so much to talk about that sometimes the videos can be like 30 minutes or long. So I feel like maybe doing an update every 2 weeks might be better, if that's what some of you follow my channel for. Probably people follow for different reasons, but if you would prefer me to do like a 2 weekly update, then I can do. I don't think I'd have enough to talk about for a week, because there's not much happens in a week, but yeah, definitely 2 weeks I could do it for. And I could take you out and about and stuff and show you what that way I could show you what I eat or drink in a week, or my exercises that I'm doing. I could take you along on journeys that way, but I don't feel like I can fit everything into my monthly update video, because then it would be near an hour and no one's going to watch an hour long video. So yeah, just before I get started. But yeah, so we're talking about this month's update. So yeah, I dropped back down to a 7.5, which I started at the beginning of July. Oh, also I do my little pre-warning thing that I'm going to be talking about, like different symptoms and maybe some stuff that might gross you out, because I tend to get a little bit personal in these videos as well. So yeah, if you don't want to know that stuff, then it's probably not the video for you to watch. I do have other videos on my channel, of course, but yeah, so I did that. So because the 10 at the time was making me feel quite violently sick on that, like someone I spoke to said that maybe like going up the doses too fast, and that can probably cause it, because if you remember in my last update video, basically what happened is that I said I got quite ill, so I was being sick and I was trembling and I was shaking and everything, and a couple of you guys mentioned in the last video and that it was low blood sugar by the sounds of it, and from what I've googled I completely agree with that. I think that's what happened. I didn't put the two together in my head, because also obviously I know Mounjaro is meant for diabetics. If I accidentally call Mounjaro the weight loss drugs, I know obviously it upsets some people. It's not that I'm being rude. I do obviously know that it's for diabetics and everything like that. My mum's a diabetic, my dad was a diabetic. I completely know that. I'll try to refer it to as a GLP-1. I just mean that I'm referring it because that's what I'm just personally using it for. So if I call it a weight loss drug, I'm not trying to be like disrespectful, if that makes sense. So that's what happened. So I do completely agree that is what happened. I think because I'd never gotten into that state before, but I think because I was obviously barely eating, my blood sugar did drop, and yeah, I should be more careful. I think both, because obviously I mentioned me and my mum are both on Mounjaro, and we both just really need to watch our blood sugar. Yeah, our sugar, because obviously someone mentioned about getting a glucose monitor to make sure it doesn't drop too much. I'm not diabetic myself, but my mum is, and she has one of those machines, so I don't need to order one, I can use it. But I'm going to make sure I keep like Lucozade in, or sugary bits, because my dad also was a diabetic, but I say was because he's passed away now, but that was many years back. But we used to keep like Lucozades and Mars bars in his car and stuff in case of sugar dropping and that. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I just want to make sure that we're looking after ourselves, and if anything's too high of a dose, then to make sure that we're still eating well, and if we can't, then obviously we need to drop dose and everything like that. So yeah, that's been pretty much my plan over the last month and that. So I haven't had any illnesses or sickness or yeah, any really symptoms as such. I've had my usual my bloatness and my burping and stuff. I did have stomach pains and that, but I have come on my period, so I think maybe it was a combination of stomach pain. But there was a period where I didn't eat much, but it wasn't because of the Mounjaro making me not want to eat much. I was just working and I completely forgot. So it wasn't anything to do with that. So I think I only had one meal that day, and then the next day I woke up with like a really kind of tight pain in my stomach, but I think it was extremely hunger pain is what that was. Because I have felt that pain before when I used to not be on Mounjaro, because I just got really like intense hunger pains even after like an hour or two of eating something. So I kind of know what that was, and then when I eat something I feel a lot better. But yeah, I was struggling because I kind of got up and I had that pain. It was horrible, and I could almost like not straighten up properly. I think I was just so hungry because I'd not eaten anything. So yeah, I'd made myself some bacon quickly. There wasn't anything in the kitchen that I could quickly grab and get. Which is another thing. I need to keep snacks and just quick grab and go stuff in the house, because I am finding when I do my shops, I'm kind of getting stuff that I have to like fully make, and if something happens or someone's sugar drops or anything like that, I'm not keeping anything in that can quickly just be eaten and that. So I need to make sure that I'm doing that when it comes to my food shopping as well. But yeah, so that's about really the blood sugar side of things. But I want to talk about the 7.5 is I've actually made the decision to go back on the 10 milligram, which I will go into. So the 7.5, I really struggled with it in my first week. Actually, I think every single week I've struggled. It just hasn't been effective, particularly like the first and second week and the third. This week's been okay, but still hard work. Yeah, it just felt like it stopped working. I don't know if that's because I dropped back down all of a sudden, but my food noise and everything before completely come rushing back. So I feel like this month I've literally paid just to have a tummy ache. It's what I feel like. Yeah, and if I'm paying, obviously it's really expensive. Mounjaro is, and when you pay that amount of money, you want it to work, obviously. And I know from some videos and stuff I've watched that they said to like give it a couple of weeks to adjust your body to get back on the lower dose, but I gave it 4 weeks and it just wasn't doing anything for me. And then obviously my payment was about to come out for the other one, and I was like, I can't, if it's not working, then I need to be on the higher dose. But obviously I'm worried that with the 10 about having the symptoms again. But I reckon if, like, so I've just mentioned, if I can look after myself, or make sure that I'm eating enough, or make sure that I'm having the sugar in that, and make sure I'm drinking my 2 litres of water a day, which I've 100% been doing over the last couple of weeks, which is probably what's helped with symptoms as well. Then I think I might be okay. I don't know, which is kind of like maybe I should do a video every 2 weeks, so you don't have to wait till the end of the month so I can let you know what's going on on that. But so yeah, I decided to go back on 10 because the 7.5 isn't working. And what happened was, so that first week when it all come rushing back, so I was 23 stones 6 pounds at yeah, the start of the month, but in the first week I went back up to 23 stone 10 pounds, and I was really upset with myself. And yeah, it was probably because I was eating a lot again, and I hadn't really noticed exactly, but I did notice I was just hungry like all the time. And that's another thing, and I was worried about the Mounjaro not being effective because I need time to train my body to like the more healthier kind of items and that, and want to have those items, which when I'm on Mounjaro I do crave those things, but when I'm not, I crave back onto the sugar and the crisps and the pop and all the usual stuff. So I was buying that again. So yeah, when I saw that 23.10, I was so upset. I was nearly crying. I said nearly crying. I didn't want to put, because in the past I've kind of gone like, oh, when I put on weight I'm gonna like just stop it there, it's not working and stuff. But I didn't do that this time. I didn't do that. I actually managed to get myself back down. So I'm currently 23 stone 1 pound. I've literally got 1 more pound to go. I was kind of wanting to do this video with me being in the next stone bracket. But I've been that pound the last few days, and I've gone on to another period, which I will talk about again. So I don't think I'm going to manage to lose that pound until that's passed anyway. So yeah, if you count it from me being 23 stone 10, then I've lost 9 pounds this month. So I'm so happy with myself that after, and I've done that even on that being on the 7.5, just barely working on that. I've really had to push and work really hard with myself to kind of go, you're not being that, stop it, basically. And so I've kind of, what I've ended up doing is, whenever I've been hungry, I've just kind of gone and made myself a cup of tea, and that's kind of been working. It's a silly small thing to do, but if it's working, it's working. So yeah, just to push down the hunger pain for a few hours at least until it's, you know, breakfast or dinner time. And that's worked worked enough. I'm not, the 7.5's not been completely useless, obviously, but just not enough that it was working on the 10 before. Because like I said, the 10 was perfect. It was just the symptoms were just too much. So yeah, I've technically lost 9 pounds this month, but if you go from last month's figure, the 23 stone 6, then it's like a 5 pound loss. It depends how you want to look at it, either way, because obviously I gained the 4 but then I lost the 9. But yeah, but at least I've managed to get it back down, and that's with the help of a couple of things that I'm going to go into. But yeah, first I'll talk about the 10mg. Now I've took the 10mg today. I was into decisions. I didn't know what to do because someone mentioned on another video about split dosing, and I'd never heard of it before. It's not recommended to split dose if you look online, but a lot of people do it when a dose is too high. So people will go from, like, say the 7.5, and then they'll go 8.5, 9, and then 10, and just wean themselves up a little bit more slower. So that's what I'm kind of planning on doing. I'll show on the screen what I found, if I can. And this shows basically the doses of each pen. Actually, let me just get my pen and show you. Right, back. So this is my 10 mg box you get. It's like that, and then so most people do split dose, and that I've researched anyway. They buy a 15 mg one, and then they can make it last even longer, so they're not paying. I don't know whether to try that. Probably not yet. I'm very new at it, so I don't want to really mess myself around too much at the minute. But yeah, this is my 10 milligram one. But basically, what split dosing is these little counter markers here, like that. So normally a normal dose is 1. So that's 1 whole dose right there. So yeah, with the split dosing, and I'll show on the, if I've shown it on the screen already, I don't know. But yeah, you count per dose, and I can't remember the top of my head, but I think maybe roughly an 8.5 dose would be about, I can't remember if it's 50 or 60 clicks out. It's on the screen anyway, what I found, and then you count again. I think maybe 60 clicks is the 9, but you count basically the little bars. So you'd count that 60 times to what you want. So you wouldn't go all the way up to 1, because you can turn it all the way back like that, and then so that's how you do it apparently. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to see. I've just took the full 10 mg this morning. I'm going to see how I go. If my symptoms are too much for me this week, then I will try a split dose next week, and then let you know how I get on with that. If it's okay though, then I'm just going to carry on with the 10, but I thought I'd let you know. That's how I'm going to do it anyway. If I do run into that problem again like last month, obviously that count might not be exactly right. That's just what I found on someone's video, and then I used AI to work out the in-between doses and stuff. But yeah, and obviously you have to work it out based on your 10 mg pen. Is different counts on different pens. So yeah, but obviously with the 7.5 being less effective, I used 2 tools to get that £9 off that I've done this month. So I used an app which is called Team RH, and they're on Facebook or TikTok and that. It's a weight loss app, and it's calorie counting, because I've said in the past that I didn't really want to start calorie counting and that, but I think I'm at the point with my weight loss journey that I need to start doing that, and I need to start making sure that I'm not eating too much still all high fat stuff. And so that's what I was looking into when I found this app called Team RH. So I do pay for that myself. It's $7.99 a month. And I chose them because they have a specific GLP-1 plan to GLP-1 specific users. But I'll show you what you get in the app, hopefully, if I remember. But I'd say you best to probably go on their Facebook and watch like their live videos and everything like that. And then they'll explain it all properly to you, because my obviously protein goals and fibre goals and calorie goals are different and stuff, and like the calories probably look high, but compared to what I was eating to gain weight, it isn't. And like I said, I've managed to lose £9 keeping to under those calories. So obviously I do know that that's working at least on that. But obviously with that app you do have to weigh yourself daily, which I wasn't a fan of at first. I'm getting used to it. I've been doing it the last 2 weeks, weighing myself daily. I think that might be better for me as well, to weigh myself daily, because that way I'm not shocked like that first week back where I gained 4 pounds. I can kind of keep track and make sure that I'm not going to gain like 4 or 5 pounds in 1 week. And that's so I'm thinking if I carry on weighing myself daily, then I can make sure that I'm at least staying steady in that. The app kind of gives you like an average of how much you've lost over the week, and it has like water targets. I'm not like sponsoring it or anything. I literally pay for it out of my own money. I just thought I'd show you what I've used. So yeah, I've used that, and then I've started exercising as well. And I literally just exercise in my bed. Trust me, I'd love to go to the gym, everything like that. I really don't have the body confidence by myself. Yeah, it's not even like that as such. It's more like I suffer with social anxiety a lot. It's the actual going up to the gym, to the receptionist and asking for a gym session or a swimming session. It's that part that I'm nervous about. Asking how to use the machines. I don't want to sound like an idiot, and maybe I probably won't because I'm a new person, but I'm really struggling to get myself to go without someone going with me, but I can't find anyone to go with. Everyone's just busy with their own lives and that, so that's really hard. So what I am doing is I'm exercising in my bedroom at the minute. My mum has these weights that I'm using, the little 3L pound dumbbell weights, or what are they called? So yeah, I use those for arm exercises, and I'm dancing to at the minute, because in my bedroom no one could see me, is to the Fitness Marshall. If you search them on YouTube, you probably might know them, but they do like dance YouTube videos, dance in like Zumba exercises and that, and I do about 5 of those a day, so about 35-45 minutes or something I do. Sometimes I've pushed myself to an hour depending on how I feel. So I do those at least 5 days a week, as well. So obviously the exercising has helped push that 9 pounds off as well. So those are 2 things that I've started to use to help me with my weight loss journey, because I said last month that I was going to go swimming, and I ordered this swimming costume, didn't fit, sent that back, ordered another one, didn't fit. Again, and it's really frustrating because there's no like plus size shops in town that do my size that I can go and try stuff on. I have to keep ordering stuff online. So yeah, and I've ordered one and it does fit. However, the person I was going to go swimming with no longer can, because they have a child and they've got to look after their child, and now shifts don't match up, and you know what life. So yeah, I'm still plucking up the courage to go swimming by myself, because my mum said to try they do like women swimming only lessons, but as I keep trying to explain to people, it's not the fact that men are in the pool or children in the pool. I don't care. It's the going up bit. Receptionist and knowing where the changing rooms are. Like in my head, I need to know exactly what it is that I'm doing, and I'm like that. I'm pretty sure it's social anxiety I have or something. Even like to get the bus to work, like I need to know, exactly what bus time is. I need to know exactly that. I've got to stand at the pavement and put my hand out. I need to exactly know how to pay on the phone app, and yeah, and I always do it the same way, and I'm a very routine, I guess, kind of person. I don't like things changing. But yeah, I'm just like that. Like I need someone to show me things first, and then I will do it. So yeah, at the minute I'm trying to convince. Well, my mum said she'll come swimming with me. Well, she needs to order a swimming costume, so I keep bugging her every week. I'm like, have you ordered it? She's like, no. I'm like, can you order it? come with me. So I'm still waiting to do that. So at the minute I'm just doing my exercises in my bedroom. Although with the Team RH app, I'm technically got the goal of walking 10,000 steps a day, which I do want to start doing, because I can just go to the park or walk around, whatever. I'm in two minds whether to order a treadmill, not an expensive one, like one of those walking pads or something, because I think that would really help me as well, because I could do that in my bedroom as well. So yeah, but if I do that, then that's like my only purchase I can have this month. Like I can't do anything else for like the rest of the month. That, or should I just get one of those I don't have anything to count my steps, so I think I used to have a smartwatch, but I've searched all my boxes, so I don't know what I've done with it since I've moved house, but I can't find it. Or maybe I should just order a Fitbit, so I can count my steps and just go outside and walk. That's what I'm thinking, rather than paying for a walking pad. I'm undecided. Because I feel like if I actually have a walking pad in the house, I'm more likely to do it rather than plucking up the courage to go outside, if you know what I mean. Undecided. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been happening in this month anyway, with my Mounjaro plan. Like, I think my eating's been okay, quite good, normal, obviously apart from the first week was completely out of the ordinary, but like I said, I've managed to kind of control myself since then. So yeah, I am really proud of myself this month, for getting that £9 off, and then I'm hoping next time I do a video that I will be in the 22 stone bracket. Really hope so. So I've lost a total of 2 stone 10 pounds so far, in a few months. So was it a few months, or it's about 5 or so. So yeah, but I get my Mounjaro off Juniper at the minute, which I will link down below. However, I'm thinking with Juniper it's getting quite expensive, especially when you go up the doses and that. I didn't really mind before, but obviously I'm going to be really upset though if because I've just got used to being on Juniper and using the app with Juniper, and I'll lose all my progress and everything if but I'll lose all the data, and I won't be able to use the scales or anything anymore. That's my only thing. I'm trying to weigh it up because other people I've spoke to, there are cheaper places online to get the Mounjaro, and I just don't, but like the places people have mentioned, like I won't mention them yet because I don't know if they're a reliable company or anything yet, so I'm thinking of trying them out, but they're about £100 cheaper a month, so you know, it's well, not £100, it's about £80-90 I think. So yeah, there are cheaper places than Juniper online, so that's why I'm thinking of changing, because it's a lot of extra money really, yeah, to be paying if I don't really need it. I could always change to a different weighing app to keep, because yeah, I could always change to like a different app to keep track of my weight and stuff. I don't necessarily need to be paying £80 or £90 extra. I'm undecided. I don't know, because I do like being with Juniper and they've been reliable so far, so like I've just said, you know what, I'm like for change, so I have to work myself up to it. But yeah, I'll see how it goes, whether I change or not, I don't know, I'll let you know anyway. But yeah, I think because the only thing I'm worried about is obviously switching to someone new and then my order getting delayed, and then having to, I don't know how the process works every month and stuff, so yeah, I'm a bit picky like that. But yeah, I think that would be the end of this video. It's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about, and please comment below. I love hearing about people's experiences and your thoughts about things, or even if I've looked at something wrong and that, then please tell me down below, because like I said, I'm completely fascinated with other people's Mounjaro and weight loss journeys and stuff, and I'm always trying to find different things to help and everything like that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my update video, and I shall speak to you all again soon. Bye.